In this video, I want to show some tips to better understand PlanSwift and Red Rhino to speed up the estimating process. Now, the first thing I want to share is that I actually estimate on two screens, okay? And when I say that, here's what I mean. You're looking at PlanSwift here on my 32-inch monitor. That's what I'm recording this video from. So when I'm estimating at my workstation for estimating, I have a laptop and a 32-inch monitor. Typically, I have Red Rhino open on my laptop, Red Rhino estimating software, and I have PlanSwift opened on my 32-inch monitor. Now, I have friends that have actually used 42-inch monitors or 48-inch monitors. It's almost like the bigger the better, okay? The bigger the screen, the less scrolling in and scrolling out that you have to do on these plans. Now, it takes a special video card, and I won't get into all that if you're using multiple big monitors, okay? But again, I use a 32-inch monitor. It works fine for what I need, and a laptop, okay? So that said, I want to get into the help feature, okay? Obviously I have PlanSwift open on the screen here. I have a set of plans opened and on the screen. But if I want to get help from PlanSwift now, I just go up here and click on the Help tab. When I do, it opens up a screen here. There's lots of different ways to get help on PlanSwift. They have a ton of different videos, and you can watch the videos or use these different features. I'm not going to drill down into them. I just want you to know where they're at, okay, so you can get help with PlanSwift. Okay, now I'm going to go back up and click on the Home tab here. There's something else I want to show you. On these plans, it's often necessary to zoom in and zoom out. A couple different ways you can do that. Go up to the top here, you see it says zoom in and zoom out. I just keep clicking on this and it blows it up bigger. Click on the little plus sign, if you will, zoom in, and it'll zoom in for me. And then zoom back out, just click on zoom out. Now guys, I use a mouse on my computer that has a wheel on it, on the top of it, okay, that I can roll with my finger. And so when I roll in or roll one direction, it zooms in, and roll it the other way and it zooms out, okay? I want you to understand how to do that. Now the other thing is to pan or move the plans around. There's two ways to do that. I can click on pan, the little hand up here. When I do, my cursor becomes a hand. I simply left click and move it wherever I want with my mouse, okay? And then I'm going to click on that to undo the pan. Also on my mouse, if I right click and hold it down, the hand appears so I can pan, and I can move back and forth that way, okay, any way I want, okay? Now, something else I want to show is if you want to make these smaller or make the plans bigger, you can just left click on this line and move it over, and it'll resize the plans bigger, okay? So I just click on this, I move it over, and it makes the plans larger, okay? It's important you know how to do that. Those are simple functions, but it's nice to know how to do that. Okay, so another tip I wanted to share with you is when I'm estimating a project, one of the things I want to do, say it again, one of the things I want to do is I want to get my mind around the job that I'm bidding. I usually go in and spend even 30 minutes or more just reviewing the plans, reading the notes, looking over the blueprints, looking over the specifications to figure out what it is I have to estimate here, okay? So take time to study the plans before you get in there and just start on it, okay? After you do the initial setup, just take time and peruse the plans. Look through all the different pages of it, look at details. Again, get your mind around the project, okay? Okay, now next I want to show you how to print out or blow up, or I should say blow up and print out the general notes, keynotes, and lighting fixture schedules, okay? Now, oftentimes, you know, when you're taking off or doing material takeoff on the plans, you have to keep reading these notes down here. Let me just scroll in here and pan over so they blow up here. So, you know, I end up, if I don't print these out or blow them up and keep them separate, and I'm gonna show you what that means, then oftentimes I just have to keep referring back to these, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you how to print these out and how to save them. Again, you'll want to do this function a lot of times with general notes, with keynotes, or with lighting fixture schedule, something you have to refer to over and over. Okay, to start that, first I click on the page column or tab rather at the top, click on page, and then I go across here and I click on crop as a new page. Again, I clicked on the page up here, tab, and I click on crop as new page. Now when I do, I move the cursor to the area I want to crop, and I left click and basically sweep across the area that I want to create or save as a new file. So I left clicked on my mouse, I drag it from top to left to bottom right, let off the mouse, and now it's going to create a new page for me. I'm going to just type that, I'm going to type in the name of this so I can quickly identify it. There we go. Now I typed in the name E3.0 keynotes, okay? So it's sheet E3.0, and what this is the keynotes. Now when I click OK here, it's going to actually save these as a separate document. Okay, now it's not to scale, that's no problem, but it shows it as a separate document. Now if I want to, I can print this out. Usually what I do when I'm estimating a project, I literally just go save this as a separate document. It's all blown up here. And if I want to refer back to it, I just can each time. Or a lot of times what I do is I actually print this document out and I have it on the bulletin board or in front of me on my workstation, okay? And I can quickly refer to these notes instead of panning back down to them. Now let me show you how to print this. Okay, so the way to print this now is to click on the Home tab. Obviously, I've selected it, okay, and it has it on the screen. So I've selected it, has it on the screen, and to print it, I click on the Home tab. There's a print icon here. I just click on Print, and I follow the prompts here. I want to print the current view. Okay, that's what I have on my screen there. And then you just click the Print and follow the prompts to do that, okay? Again, I use this oftentimes. I'll print out the keynotes or other notes, and especially like a lighting fixture schedule for quick reference, okay? That'll help you with some tips to get going faster on that.